Kill your laziness, you have work to do. Every great accomplishment in history began with a single decision, the decision to act. Yet there's one thing that stands in the way of most people achieving their dreams: laziness. It's a quiet, deceptive force that convinces you to stay comfortable, to wait for the perfect moment, and to settle for less than you're capable of. But here's the truth. There is no perfect moment, and comfort never leads to greatness. You have work to do, work that will shape your future, define your legacy, and unlock the life you've always wanted. Today is the day you decide to kill your laziness and take the first step toward the success that's waiting for you. Laziness is the enemy of progress. Laziness is often seen as a harmless habit, something we justify as taking a break or waiting for inspiration. But in reality, laziness is the silent enemy of progress, stealing time and opportunities right out from under us. It's not the occasional rest that hinders growth. It's the consistent pattern of avoiding effort, delaying action, and choosing comfort over challenge. Laziness may seem like a small issue in the moment, but over time it compounds into something much larger, a roadblock to success and fulfillment. At its core, laziness thrives on excuses. It tells you that you're too tired, that the task is too hard, or that tomorrow is a better day to start. But tomorrow never comes. Instead, what comes is regret for the time you wasted, the opportunities you missed, and the dreams you let slip away. Laziness has a way of disguising itself as self-care or waiting for the right moment. But the truth is, success doesn't wait for the perfect time. It demands action, even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. One of the biggest dangers of laziness is its impact on momentum. Success is built through consistent effort, small steps that compound over time into big results. When laziness takes over, it disrupts this momentum, forcing you to start over again and again. Imagine pushing a heavy boulder up a hill. Each time you stop, the boulder rolls back, and you're left with the same uphill battle. Laziness does the same. It erases the progress you've made and makes your journey towards success harder than it needs to be. But why do we fall into the trap of laziness? Often it's fear disguised as comfort. We fear failure, rejection, or even the hard work required to achieve our goals, so we choose the path of least resistance. This is where the real cost of laziness becomes clear. It doesn't just rob you of progress, but of growth. Every challenge you avoid is an opportunity lost to build resilience, learn new skills, and strengthen your character. Laziness keeps you stuck in the same place, while the world around you continues to move forward. To overcome laziness, you must first recognize it for what it is: a thief of your potential. Start by becoming aware of your habits. Are you spending hours scrolling through your phone instead of working on your goals? Are you procrastinating on tasks that could move your life forward? Awareness is the first step to change. Once you recognize the patterns of laziness, replace them with purposeful action. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be big. The key is to take the first step, no matter how small, and build momentum from there. Remember, laziness is not a permanent state, it's a choice. And just as you can choose to remain stuck, you can also choose to take action. The life you dream of is on the other side of effort. Every moment you invest in work, discipline, and growth brings you closer to that life. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Because while laziness might offer temporary comfort, action offers lasting success. And in the end, the person who chooses to act, even in the face of discomfort, is the one who wins. Laziness is not your friend. It's the enemy of your dreams, your growth, and your progress. Kill it before it robs you of another day, because you have work to do, and the world is waiting for what only you can offer. Cause and effect: your actions shape your future. Life operates on one undeniable principle, the law of cause and effect. Everything you do creates a ripple that affects your future. The choices you make today, big or small, determine the outcomes you experience tomorrow. If you invest effort, time, and focus into meaningful work, you'll see progress and success. If you allow procrastination, excuses, or laziness to dictate your actions, the results will reflect those decisions. This simple yet powerful law means that success is not about luck or talent. It's about the consistent actions you take every single day. Imagine planting a seed. If you nurture it with water, sunlight, and care, it will grow into a strong, healthy tree. But if you neglect it, the seed will never flourish, no matter its potential. Your goals, dreams, and aspirations are like that seed. The actions you take are the nurturing force that determines whether those dreams come to life or wither away. The law of cause and effect doesn't play favorites. It rewards those who put in the work and penalizes those who don't. It's important to understand that the results you want won't happen by accident. Wishing for success without putting in the effort is like hoping for a fire without lighting a match. Action is the spark that ignites progress. The more intentional and consistent your actions, the greater the effect they produce. And while the rewards may not come immediately, they are guaranteed to appear if you stay the course. Success requires patience, discipline, and trust in the process. This principle doesn't only apply to positive actions, it also applies to negative ones. Poor habits such as procrastination, self-doubt, or avoiding challenges have their own set of consequences. For example, if you consistently avoid facing your fears or delay important tasks, you're creating a future filled with missed opportunities and regret. The good news is that just as negative actions create negative results, positive actions can turn things around. No matter where you are in life, you have the power to change your course by changing your actions. One of the most empowering aspects of the law of cause and effect is that it puts your future in your hands. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are the creator of your reality. Every small decision you make, whether to wake up early or sleep in, to study or watch TV, to take risks or stay in your comfort zone, adds up over time. These decisions shape the life you experience. The power lies in your ability to choose wisely. Consistency is the secret ingredient. It's not about making one grand gesture or working hard for a single day. It's about showing up every day, even when it's hard. The compound effect of small, consistent actions is incredible. Each step you take might feel insignificant in the moment, but over time, these steps add up to life-changing results. It's like filling a jar with drops of water. One drop might not seem like much, but eventually the jar overflows. To harness the law of cause and effect, you must focus on three key areas: your habits, your mindset, and your goals. Cultivate habits that align with the future you want. Develop a mindset of determination and resilience, knowing that setbacks are temporary and growth comes through effort. Finally, set clear goals that give your actions purpose and direction. When your actions align with your vision, the results will follow. Remember, the life you want is not out of reach. It's simply the effect of the causes you choose to create today. Every action you take is like a brick in the foundation of your future. Build wisely, and over time, you'll create a life that reflects your greatest potential. The power is in your hands. Choose action over inaction, discipline over excuses, and growth over comfort. When you do, the law of cause and effect will work in your favor, delivering the success you deserve. Building momentum through small, consistent steps. Success is not achieved in a single leap. It's built step by step, one small action at a time. Often people get overwhelmed by the enormity of their goals, feeling as though they need to accomplish everything at once to see results. But the truth is, progress is the result of consistency. Taking small, deliberate steps every day creates momentum, a powerful force that propels you forward and turns effort into achievement. Momentum is like a rolling snowball. At first, it may start small and require effort to push forward. But as it moves, it gathers speed and grows larger, eventually becoming unstoppable. In life, your small actions are the push that starts the snowball rolling. It could be as simple as setting your alarm an hour earlier, writing a single page for a project, or spending 15 minutes exercising. These small efforts may seem insignificant, but when repeated daily, they create a cumulative effect that leads to remarkable change. Why is momentum so powerful? Because it reduces resistance. The hardest part of any task is starting. You think about how difficult it is to get out of bed on a cold morning or begin a workout when you're feeling tired. But once you take the first step, the resistance fades, and the task becomes easier. Momentum works the same way. It removes the mental and emotional barriers that hold you back, making it easier to stay on track and continue moving forward. Consistency is the key to building momentum. It's not about making massive changes overnight. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. Success isn't determined by how much you do in a single day, but by how consistently you show up over weeks, months, and years. For example, a person who exercises for 20 minutes every day will see better results than someone who does an intense workout once a month. The daily habit creates momentum, which builds strength, endurance, and discipline over time. One of the biggest advantages of small, consistent steps is that they are sustainable. When you set unrealistic goals or try to do too much too soon, you risk burning out and giving up altogether. But when you break your goals into manageable pieces and tackle them one at a time, you build confidence and avoid overwhelm. Each small success reinforces your belief in your ability to achieve more, creating a positive cycle of motivation and progress. Momentum also helps you stay focused on the process rather than the outcome. It's easy to get discouraged when results don't come immediately, but progress takes time. By committing to small, consistent actions, you shift your focus to the journey and trust that the results will follow. This approach not only reduces frustration, but also helps you develop discipline, patience, and resilience, qualities that are essential for long-term success. To build momentum, start by identifying one small action you can take today that aligns with your goals. It doesn't have to be perfect or impressive. It just has to be something you can commit to consistently. For example, if your goal is to improve your health, start by drinking more water or taking a 10-minute walk each day. If your goal is to grow your career, dedicate 20 minutes each morning to learning a new skill. Over time, these small actions will become habits, and those habits will create the momentum you need to achieve your bigger goals. Recognize and celebrate your progress along the way. Momentum isn't just about reaching the finish line, it's about appreciating how far you've come and using that progress as fuel to keep going. Each step you take is proof that you're capable of more, and with each day you get closer to your ultimate vision. Remember, success is not a sudden event, it's the result of the small, consistent steps you take every single day. Momentum is your greatest ally in this journey. Start small, stay consistent, and trust the process. Over time, the little things you do today will lead to the big results you've always dreamed of, creating systems that support your growth. Success doesn't happen by chance. It's the result of intentional planning and consistent effort. One of the most effective ways to ensure progress is by creating systems that align with your goals and support your growth. Systems are structured, repeatable processes that take the guesswork out of decision-making and help you stay focused, organized, and productive. Unlike goals, which define what you want to achieve, systems define how you will achieve it. Let's begin by understanding the difference between goals and systems. A goal is the destination, while a system is the roadmap. For example, if your goal is to write a book, a system would involve setting aside a specific time each day to write, outlining chapters, and reviewing drafts. Without a system, your goal remains a wish of vague aspiration with no clear path to success. But with a system, you have a step-by-step process that keeps you on track and ensures consistent progress, even when motivation fluctuates. Creating systems starts with clarity. You need to know exactly what you want to achieve and why it matters to you. Vague goals like get in shape or be successful don't provide enough direction. Instead, be specific: lose 10 pounds in 3 months or increase my income by 20% in 1 year. Once you've identified your goal, break it down into smaller, actionable steps that you can incorporate into your daily routine. These steps will form the foundation of your system. Consistency is the cornerstone of any effective system. It's not about doing something perfectly once. It's about showing up repeatedly, even when it's difficult. For instance, if your goal is to improve your fitness, your system might involve working out for 30 minutes every morning. Some days you might feel tired or unmotivated, but sticking to your system ensures that you're making progress, no matter how small. Over time, consistency builds momentum, and momentum leads to significant results. Another important aspect of creating systems is making them as simple and manageable as possible. Complexity often leads to overwhelm, which can derail even the most ambitious plans. Start with 1 or 2 key habits that have the greatest impact on your goal, and focus on mastering those before adding more. For example, if your goal is to improve your productivity, You might start by implementing a system of time blocking, allocating specific periods of time for focused work, breaks, and planning. Accountability is also crucial for maintaining your systems. When you have a way to track your progress and measure your results, you're more likely to stay committed. This could involve keeping a journal, using an app to monitor your habits, or sharing your goals with a trusted friend or mentor who can hold you accountable. Accountability creates a sense of responsibility and helps you stay focused even when distractions or setbacks arise. Flexibility is another essential element of successful systems. Life is unpredictable, and rigid systems that don't adapt to changing circumstances are likely to fail. For instance, if your system involves waking up early to work on a personal project, but you occasionally have late nights, adjust your schedule rather than abandoning the system entirely. The key is to maintain the core habits and principles of your system while allowing room for adjustments as needed. Creating systems that support your growth also involves eliminating barriers and distractions. Identify the obstacles that are preventing you from staying consistent and take steps to remove them. For example, if you struggle with procrastination, set up an environment that minimizes distractions, turn off notifications, keep your workspace organized, and prioritize tasks in advance. If time management is a challenge, consider delegating tasks or using tools like planners and timers to structure your day. It's also important to celebrate small wins along the way. Systems are designed for long-term progress, which means results may take time to appear. Recognizing and rewarding yourself for consistent effort, even if the results aren't immediate, keeps you motivated and reinforces the value of your system. Acknowledging progress, no matter how small, creates positive reinforcement and strengthens your commitment to the process. One of the most powerful aspects of creating systems is that they free you from relying on motivation alone. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes depending on your mood, energy levels, and circumstances. Systems, on the other hand, provide a structure that keeps you moving forward, even when motivation is low. They create habits that eventually become second nature, eliminating the need for constant willpower. And remember that systems are not static. They are meant to evolve as you grow and learn. Regularly evaluate your systems to ensure they are still effective and aligned with your goals. Ask yourself, are these habits helping me progress? Is there anything I can improve or simplify? Be willing to make adjustments and refine your systems as needed. Growth is an ongoing process, and your system should reflect that. Creating systems that support your growth is one of the most powerful tools for achieving success. Systems provide structure, consistency, and clarity, ensuring that your daily actions align with your long-term goals. By breaking your goals into manageable steps, staying accountable, eliminating distractions, and embracing flexibility, you create a sustainable path to progress. Remember, success is not the result of one big breakthrough. It's the outcome of small, consistent actions repeated over time. Build your systems, trust the process, and watch as they lead you toward the life you've always envisioned. Transforming discipline into a lifestyle. Discipline is often seen as a temporary tool, a means to an end when pursuing a specific goal. However, true success comes when discipline is no longer something you practice sporadically, but becomes an intrinsic part of your lifestyle. When discipline becomes habitual, it becomes the foundation upon which you build your daily routines, decisions, and long-term achievements. This transformation doesn't happen overnight, but with commitment, discipline can become a way of life that empowers you to navigate challenges and achieve your fullest potential. Understanding the role of discipline. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It is not reliant on motivation, which is fleeting and unreliable. Instead, discipline is a choice, a commitment to prioritize long-term rewards over short-term comfort. When discipline becomes a lifestyle, it shapes your habits, refines your focus, and ensures consistent progress, no matter the circumstances. Start with clarity and purpose. Transforming discipline into a lifestyle begins with clarity. You need to understand what you're working toward and why it matters. Without a clear purpose, it's easy to lose focus or give in to distractions. Reflect on your goals and ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? What impact will it have on my life? Why is it important to me? Having a strong sense of purpose gives you the motivation to practice discipline consistently, especially during moments of doubt or fatigue. Once you've established your why, break it down into actionable steps. Discipline thrives on structure, and a clear plan helps you stay on track. Whether it's setting a daily schedule, outlining weekly priorities, or creating a step-by-step roadmap, having a tangible plan ensures that you know exactly what actions to take each day to move closer to your goals. Build habits through consistency. The key to making discipline a lifestyle is turning it into a series of habits. Habits are automatic behaviors that require little effort or thought. When you consistently practice discipline, it eventually becomes second nature. Start by focusing on small, manageable actions that align with your goals. For example, if you want to improve your fitness, commit to exercising for 15 minutes a day instead of overwhelming yourself with a 2-hour workout. Repetition is the cornerstone of habit formation. The more you repeat a disciplined action, the more ingrained it becomes in your daily routine. At first, it may feel difficult or unnatural, but over time, these actions become part of who you are. Research shows that it takes an average of 66 days to form a new habit. While this may seem like a long time, the rewards of consistent effort far outweigh the initial discomfort. Create an environment that supports discipline. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping your behavior. If you surround yourself with distractions, temptations, or negativity, maintaining discipline becomes an uphill battle. Conversely, an environment that supports your goals makes it easier to stay focused and committed. Evaluate your surroundings and make adjustments to eliminate barriers to discipline. For instance, if your goal is to reduce screen time and focus on reading, create a designated space for books and remove distractions like your phone or TV from that area. If you're working toward a healthier lifestyle, stock your kitchen with nutritious foods and remove junk food from easy reach. These small adjustments make disciplined choices more accessible and sustainable. In addition to your physical environment, consider your social environment. Surround yourself with people who inspire and support your growth. Seek out mentors or communities that encourage disciplined habits and hold you accountable. Positive influences reinforce your commitment and remind you of the importance of staying on track. Overcoming obstacles with resilience. No journey toward discipline is without obstacles. There will be moments of doubt, setbacks, and challenges that test your resolve. What sets disciplined individuals apart is their ability to persevere through adversity. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from difficulties and stay focused on your goals despite temporary setbacks. When you face obstacles, remind yourself of your purpose and long-term vision. Reflect on the progress you've made and the lessons you've learned along the way. Use setbacks as opportunities to grow and strengthen your resolve. Remember that discipline is not about being perfect. It's about consistently choosing to move forward even in the face of challenges. Shift your mindset. Discipline is freedom. Many people view discipline as restrictive, associating it with sacrifice or deprivation. However, discipline is the ultimate form of freedom. It frees you from the chaos of indecision, the regret of wasted time, and the frustration of unfulfilled potential. When discipline becomes a lifestyle, you gain control over your actions, choices, and future. By practicing discipline, you create a life that aligns with your values and goals. You no longer rely on external circumstances or fleeting motivation to guide your decisions. Instead, you operate from a place of intentionality, knowing that every action you take brings you closer to the life you desire. Celebrate progress and reflect. Transforming discipline into a lifestyle is a journey, not a destination. Along the way, take time to celebrate your progress and reflect on your growth. Recognize the milestones you've achieved and the habits you've developed. Celebrating small victories reinforces your commitment and reminds you of the rewards of disciplined living. Reflection is equally important. Regularly evaluate your habits, routines, and progress to identify areas for improvement. Are your systems working effectively? Are there any adjustments you need to make? Reflection allows you to stay aligned with your goals and make informed decisions about how to move forward. The power of discipline as a lifestyle. When discipline becomes a lifestyle, it transforms every aspect of your life. It empowers you to pursue your goals with confidence, navigate challenges with resilience, and live with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Discipline is not about perfection or rigid rules. It's about consistently choosing actions that align with your values and aspirations. As you integrate discipline into your daily life, you'll find that it becomes less about effort and more about identity. You'll no longer need to push yourself to be disciplined because it will become a natural part of who you are. With discipline as your foundation, there is no limit to what you can achieve. You have the power to create a life of meaning, growth, and success, one